Hi and welcome. In today's video, we're going to talk about the 6 things not to buy for selling on eBay. And these are based on my experience and what I've learned from some other resellers that I follow. So hopefully this will help you understand some things not to buy. So everybody, welcome again. I'm Jackee Schwartz, and my husband and I are the owner of Planet Einstein, which is also the name of our eBay store. So check it out. So let's begin. And the first thing I want you to understand is that there are exceptions to every rule, kind of like life. And so this is not carved in stone, but again, it's kind of a guideline for you to follow and then bend or break the rules if it's something that is an exception to the rule. So number one item, and I have had a lot of experience with trying to sell branded clothes, and it just kind of gets lost in the sea of millions of items that are listed on eBay, men's and women's and children's clothes. So I narrowed the category down because it is such a massive market to women's clothes, and then narrowed it down from that to Ralph Lauren dresses. And Ralph Lauren dresses, I always thought were a really good brand. I still do believe that, but there is a lot of competition, and I'm going to show you whichever direction it appears on here with an overlay of a screenshot of just how many Ralph Lauren dresses there are currently listed on eBay, and why you need to think long and hard before you pick one up and expect a quick turnover with it or a quick sale. So the numbers, and they change every minute. More than this could be listed currently, and some more could have sold, but the numbers I found currently for sale for a Ralph Lauren dress is 52,966. And the number currently, actually within the last 30 days that have sold, is 11,387. So that has a sell-through rate of about 21%. So, long and hard, give a lot of thought. And is it something really, really extraordinary? Then yes, I would probably pick it up. But if it's just a run-of-the-mill ordinary dress, I would probably leave it behind. Number 2, electronics. Now, a lot of people are really doing well with electronics. I am not one of those because I really don't know electronics. I don't know enough about them to feel comfortable that if it has something wrong with it, will I even know? How will I sell that to a buyer and be totally upfront about its condition? The only thing that I would sell, because of my lack of knowledge in that area, is something brand new in the box. And after looking at other things currently for sale and what has sold and figuring out the sell-through rate, then would I decide I am going to list it for sale on eBay. So be very cautious. I mean, if something is pre-owned or used and a buyer gets it and they say it doesn't work, then you are stuck with a dilemma. Number one, you will have to refund the money. You probably will have to pay for the return of the item, and You may not even be able to sell it at all if in fact it is damaged or it just doesn't work. So electronics can be a bit of a nightmare if you're really not familiar with the ins and outs of electronics. So number 3 is single plates. I have bought a lot of single plates and most of them have been a mistake. So let me tell you why. Most people, if they're buying just a regular plate, don't want just one unless it's a situation where they have a certain pattern and they broke it and want to replace it. Again, that's kind of the exception. Most people are not going to be looking for single plates unless it's something, again, really unique, extraordinarily beautiful, or a really rare item. So single plates, and I looked this up too, so I'll share the numbers with you on another screenshot. There are currently 20,220 single plates for sale on eBay. 112,495 have sold, so that is a sell-through rate of 17.99. Keep that sell-through rate in mind because we're going to talk about it a little bit more in detail. Okay, number 4, unbranded figurines. That means you don't have any clue who made it. Is it a known name? It's not signed, or there's not a stamp, or there's not a sticker on the bottom that shows you and shows the buyer, who made this particular figurine. And, again, I'll go back to my handy dandy bunny here. My little bunny, I think is just adorable, but he doesn't have a brand name as far as I know. I mean, there's felt here. There could be something underneath the felt, but I don't know that. And so I decided to just keep him because I liked him so much. But you can't keep everything you buy and make a profit on it. So if it is an unbranded figurine, and actually I did the numbers on that too, and just put in unbranded figurine, and this is what eBay brought up, that there are currently 336 active listings. So those are the ones for sale right now. And in the last 30 days, 98 of them sold. So the numbers are pretty low, and the sell-through rate for that is about 29%. So again, we're going to talk about number 5, what you don't want to sell. Anything that doesn't, this is number 5, anything that doesn't have at least or a minimum of a 50% sell-through rate. So how do you find out what the sell-through rate is? I take my handy dandy calculator and turn it on, and let's go back to the unbranded figurines, and I will take 85, the 85 that are sold and the 56 that are for sale currently, and I will divide 56 divided by 85. So 56 divided by 85 equals 65. Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry. I'm looking at the wrong one. Let me go back and do that again. 336 for sale, 98 sold. All right, let's try this again. So 98 divided by, let me get this right, 336 equals 29%. Is that 50% sell-through rate or more? No. The previous one I talked to you about was the single plates. They had a 17.9% sell-through rate. That's a no. And the ordinary clothing, unbranded, even the Ralph Lauren had a 21% sell-through rate. That would be a no, unless it is something really, really, really extraordinary that you believe is, and maybe you found one like it that has sold for more than what the average sell-through rate price is. So, and number 6. So remember that 50% sell-through rate. It's a great way to keep out of trouble and having items sit forever and ever. And that brings us to number 6, which is pots and pans and roasters, and actually even pressure cookers and stock pots. And again, there are some exceptions to those. Some old pieces can sell for big money, but we're talking about pretty much stainless steel is what I buy, occasionally aluminum, but I did the research on pots and pans, and again, if you stick with the best brands, and I'll do another video coming up that we talk about what are those brands that sell well on eBay that it's okay to buy, because the sell-through rate is going to be higher than 50%. So those would be a good decision. One other thing that I just want to show you an example of, and we'll finish with that, the last one I'm going to share, is certain brands of swimsuits for a couple of reasons. Right now, this would be a do buy it if it's one of those brands, particularly in size extra large or plus sizes, because it's really hard to find those, and when they are available, they're really, really expensive in the top quality brands. So I used Lands' End swimsuit size extra large just to do a search on this and get the sell-through rate. So this kind of proved my point, and I'm now on the hunt for more name brands, not just Lands' End, but Lilly Pulitzer and Tommy Hilfiger, and actually there's some other really high dollar swimsuit brands in extra large or other plus sizes. So here are the numbers for this. There are currently 56 for sale that are Lands' End extra large swimsuits. 85 have sold, which means the demand is greater than the supply. So that is a 65% sell-through rate. So it's higher than 50, and when you have something selling for that kind of sell-through rate, that's a definite yes, go for it. And that's how to stay out of trouble on eBay. Watch your sell-through rate, do the research before you buy the item, and you won't be sitting with dusty items on your shelf because they're not selling. So I hope this was helpful for you. Buy carefully, buy cautiously, and you will have a lot of success on eBay. So thanks for being with me. If you found this helpful, I would really appreciate if you give me a thumbs up and like this video and subscribe to my channel, because I've got lots more for you. So thanks for being with me. I appreciate it, and see you in the next one. Bye for now.